For more great recipes and video tips, hit the bell icon once you're subscribed and never miss a video from Recipes Are Simple. Hey guys, today we're making a dish that originated in Indonesia and is popular in Malaysia and Singapore as well. We're making chicken rendang. Now rendang is a dry caramelized curry, beef rendang being the most popular, but this chicken rendang is really super delicious as well, and I hope you give it a try. As always, the recipe in detail is available on my blog. Please visit recipesaresimple.com for further details. So we start off with a kilogram of chicken cut into medium to large size pieces, skinless and cleaned and drained well. To this we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a teaspoon of coriander powder. Now the spice powders are unconventional in a rendang to marinate the chicken, but I find that it really boosts the flavor. Rub this well into the chicken and set aside to marinate while you prepare all the other ingredients. Now let's take a look at the ingredients we need to make the spice paste called rempah, which is a combination of somewhat exotic fresh ingredients and spices. You will need 12 shallots that have been peeled, 5 to 6 large cloves of garlic, a thumb-sized piece of ginger, as well as a thumb-sized piece of galangal that have been peeled, 4 long, fresh red chilies that have been seeded, a smaller thumb-sized piece of fresh turmeric root, you will also need 2 to 3 stalks of lemongrass, peel away the tougher outer layers and use only the tender and lighter colored stalk portion. You can also use only 2 stalks if you prefer a milder flavor of lemongrass. It helps to chop the lemongrass into small pieces to make it easier to grind. You might also want to chop up roughly the remaining ingredients to help the grinding process, especially the galangal, which is quite tough and fibrous. Now first we're going to grind just the shallots to a paste. Notice that I'm not adding any water. Once the shallots have been ground to a smooth paste like this, we can set this aside, and in the same grinder jar we're going to add all the remaining ingredients for the spice paste. My grinder is quite powerful, so I can add everything in together. You might want to do this in batches depending on what type of processor you're using. You will need to scrape this down a couple of times. And since the ingredients are a bit tougher and more fibrous, you can add up to 2 tablespoons of water to help you get that smooth consistency. Try not to add more than 2 tablespoons. So here we have our smooth spice paste. So now we're going to fry the spice paste in oil. The rempah does require a fair amount of oil. We're using a quarter cup of oil that's heated in a well-seasoned wok. I'm using rice bran oil. As the oil heats up, first we're going to add the shallot paste. Stir fry continuously for about 5 minutes on low to medium heat. We want to achieve a golden brown color. You can see the color is changing. Now once we have achieved this golden color like you see here, we can add the rest of the spice paste. continue to stir fry for another minute. Now our rempa does contain fresh red chilies that have been ground to a paste, but we also need dried red chili paste. Now this can be store-bought or you can make your own. I do have a video on how to make dried red chili paste on my channel, so you can check that out as well. We're adding 1 tablespoon of dried red chili paste and continue to stir fry till you see that the oil has separated and the paste turns to a richer, deeper color. And I just wanted to share the unique sunset that we're having today. Outside my window I can see the sunset on regular days, but it never looks like this. It looks quite different, so I thought I'd share it with you. And coincidentally, it's also the same day that we're supposed to have our super blood blue moon, so that's kind of special. Okay, so back to the recipe. Here I have yet another tender portion of a stalk of lemongrass that I just crushed in my mortar. I also have 2 leaves of kaffir lime, the mid vein removed, and I'm just crushing them with my hands. These are used to further enhance the aroma of the rendang gravy. We can add them to the gravy, and this really boosts the aroma. But once you feel that they have lent enough aroma, you can remove the leaves and the stalk from the gravy. So we're going to add the marinated chicken now, and we're going to toss this well in the fried rempa paste. We need to sear the pieces and allow each piece to be sealed with a layer of spice paste. To achieve this, continuously toss the chicken in the spice paste for about 3 minutes on medium-high heat. The spice paste smells incredible. Now it's time to add yet another exotic ingredient. We're adding the torn leaf of turmeric, or daun kunyit. Now the turmeric leaf is not easy to find in many places, so if you don't have this, just omit. But it really does add a special aroma, which I absolutely love in my chicken rendang. So I've added 1 leaf of turmeric, the mid vein removed and torn to pieces. I'm also adding a half a teaspoon of salt. Remember that we did marinate our chicken with salt as well. Now we're just going to stir this and allow the leaves to wilt a little. And into this we're going to pour 1½ cups of coconut milk and stir continuously on medium heat till the spice paste is evenly mixed into it. Stir quickly to prevent any curdling, using a wide flat spatula and stirring from the bottom of the wok. Using a lifting and turning action also ensures that the coconut milk does not curdle. Once the spice paste is evenly distributed, we can add a half a teaspoon of gula melaka or palm sugar. Stir once again, lower the heat to a gentle simmer and cover the wok. Simmer for 15 to 20 minutes till the coconut milk reduces and thickens. You will need to open and stir occasionally to prevent the spice paste from sticking to the bottom of the wok. While the rendang gravy simmers away, we can get started on making our karsik or roasted coconut paste. Now traditionally, the roasted coconut paste is made using just 1 ingredient, just grated coconut, but as sometimes the grated coconut that we buy from the supermarket is quite dry and doesn't have that creamy factor, adding 1 tablespoon of coconut oil actually boosts the flavor. So here what I'm doing is unconventional, but I'm adding a tablespoon of oil to my wok, and use a heavy base wok if you have one for best results. To this I'm adding 5 tablespoons of grated coconut, and then we're going to fry this on a medium to high heat until the coconut turns into this lovely golden color. You do want to stir this quite continuously. Don't step away from the wok, as this can cause parts of the coconut to turn black on the bottom, and this will not give you good results. And as soon as you achieve that golden brown color, you want to remove the coconut from the wok quickly, because it can continue to get brown and dark if you leave it in the hot wok. So as you can see, the color has started to change into that golden brown color. At this point, you really want to keep a close eye on it. And this is the color that we're looking for. As soon as you have achieved this color, you want to remove it from the hot wok. Now we can pound the roasted coconut using a pestle and mortar or any type of stone grinder. Yes, this is the traditional method. It gives good results, but it does require a good amount of elbow grease and a good 10 minutes or so of pounding. Sometimes if I don't have time, I do use my mixer grinder that I used at the beginning of this video for this step as well. It gives good results, but pounding on stone is supposed to release better flavor of the coconut. So I've been pounding for around 12 minutes, and these are my results. Make sure you remember to stir the chicken in the sauce occasionally so that the paste doesn't stick to the bottom of the wok while you're pounding the coconut here. And once the gravy has reduced and thickened, we can add the kaffir. I really wish you could smell this. It smells really good. I'm adding all the paste that I have made to this rendang. Now you want to stir this through and then cook on low for another 10 minutes. Now here I'm going to chiffonade cut my garnish. I'm using half a leaf of turmeric as well as 1 kaffir lime leaf. The mid veins have been removed. A chiffonade cut is just cutting thin ribbons by either stacking leaves or rolling them tightly like this and cutting them perpendicularly into slices on thin, very thin ribbons like this. Now if you don't want to use turmeric leaf or kaffir lime leaf, you can also garnish with scallions. So the rendang is quite ready, and now you can always add a little bit of hot water or dilute coconut milk to loosen the consistency to your liking. And all that's remaining is the garnish. Now you want to serve this hot with steamed rice, and it's absolutely delicious. I hope you will try this recipe and let me know. Also, if there are any recipes that you would like to see on my channel in the future, please let me know that as well. If you like my videos and recipes, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. You can also take a picture of a dish that you prepared from Recipes Are Simple and share it on one of my social media links.